Okay, you guys ready to go? Where's the dogs?
They're in the car.
In the car? Okay, great. Let's go.
Well, don't you want to see the Grand Canyon?
Yeah, sure, hon. All right, let's go.
Well, folks, we're back on the road. Camper in tow.
What you think? Impressive?
Oh, you know,
Not
see
too
this
bad.
stuff every day.
Not too bad, huh? ETA says just about 7 o'clock to get to the trailer village at the Grand Canyon. Fingers crossed. We should still have daylight. Okay, good morning, guys. Welcome back to Why Wait.
Morning.
We have officially made it to the Grand Canyon. 3 days late. We pulled in dark last night.
Not fun.
No, we had to set up twice because after we auto leveled, 2 of the wheels completely picked up off the ground, and not a fan of that. So we had to repark it in the middle of the night. We got set up, and now we have about 2 hours to enjoy the Grand Canyon the best we can before we hit the road again because, well, with my strict schedule, I have a flight out of Las Vegas Tuesday afternoon, and today is Sunday.
We
So,
have to get to.
We've got to get where we're going and get set up.
We will be back. We're gonna make plans
Yeah.
to come back while we're.
Yeah, it's a shame that we're gonna
Nearby.
miss out on all the stuff to do. We were supposed to be here for at least 2 whole days, but we're gonna make the best out of it this morning and at least go see the hole. But we'll probably be hitching up here by 10 o'clock and pulling out so we can, get out to our campground in Nevada by maybe 4 o'clock this afternoon. And then that gives me 1 whole day to just get everything situated after 2 weeks on the road and get them in a good position and spot, make sure everything's, set up for them before I fly back to work. So, but it's a beautiful day. It's maybe 45 degrees out here, but sunny and feels
great.
nice. Yeah, we'll probably be shedding layers as we go.
So far, we're the only ones up. It looks like
Yeah,
out on the trails, but
it's nice.
it feels later for us, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, we're still on like East Coast and Central Time and stuff, so we're all kind of messed up.
But we're out here. We're heading to the visitor center.
Yeah, maybe get a junior ranger packet, and then I think we're just gonna go up to what's called Mather Point, because we can hike to it right from Trailer Village, where the camper is here in the campground. That's probably all we can squeeze in today, but that's okay. So, you ready to
We'll
go?
make the best of our couple hours here.
Yeah, where you at, buddy? Yeah, there he is down there. We gotta tilt the camera to find him. He's down there. Okay, let's go do this. Yep, definitely could have rode the bikes if we had more time.
We could have.
Well, it takes Daddy a while to get him off that thing and all hooked back up and everything. Since we're leaving here so soon. What do you think, buddy?
Please slow down. I can't see a bomb.
No, you can't. Okay, there it is, huh? It really is breathtaking. Wow.
We don't know where to look first.
I know. Just think how much of it there is, and we're only going to see just a small little one section.
You see it in here?
What do you see?
And
A chipmunk on the
there's
edge.
one on that wood and one.
I
Chipmunks,
saw
huh?
2 over there.
Okay.
Wait, were you looking?
Yeah, there is 2.
Oh wait, what's
See
on
it?
the wood?
I think they're playing.
I bet.
Pretty wild, huh? How big it actually is when you look at the map, huh?
Yeah.
Watch your step.
Yeah, I'm walking.
Right.
That's why I look at the ground a lot when I'm walking.
Okay. This was definitely worth the drive, and even if we're only going to be here for an hour, I'm glad we decided to stop and still come out and see it. I think we're going to have to come back here and maybe spend a week out here hiking some of these trails, because this is just amazing. One of those things I'm sure video and picture do no justice, but
Oh, I see a bird flying down.
definitely check it off the bucket list, huh?
I'm interested to know what that is down there.
I don't see it. The trail looking thing? Oh, the lake way down there. Let's see if I, oh yeah, I see it. Okay, yep. Some kind of little lake down there, huh? Yeah, that's ice and snow, buddy. You see it? It must always be in the shade there. No sun hits that spot.
You believe there's still a little bit of snow stuck there?
Man,
So the snow
Wowzers.
is-
Oh, yeah.
got favorite heights. You don't want to look over this edge.
I guess it's pretty high. That snows down there all the time.
That's a Grand Canyon squirrel, Mama. Look at him. He
Looks
wants
like you got
some
some
food.
food.
Look at him, buddy.
Aw.
I bet he'd take food right out of your hand, huh, Bob? He's not scared at all, huh?
He's not.
Yeah.
What you think? Impressive?
Oh, you know.
Yeah. Not
See
too
this
bad.
stuff every day.
Not too bad, huh? Couldn't ask for a nicer morning for it. I think nice getting up here, like they kind of recommend before the crowd sets in and it gets crazy busy. I mean, it's just now barely 8 o'clock and there's almost nobody up here, so I can imagine it being packed later in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we just saw the Grand Canyon. Not too much of it, but
Do you want to look at the Grand Canyon?
enough to see that it was amazing. We're heading back to the camper now. Obviously we didn't have a lot of time here because, well, if you saw last week's video when we had trouble on the road and Good Sam's was not so good to us, you can see why our schedule has changed and we only had a couple hours here. If you haven't checked that video out, I recommend going back. I'll put a link up to it over here. Left shoulder, I think this side. I'm gonna get it right one day. And go check that one out because that was quite an incident. I was stranded on the side of the road for 6 hours.
Yeah.
So, but it was still awesome seeing the Grand Canyon. And now we got to get on the road. About a 6.5 hour drive today to Nevada. And that's where we're gonna be for the next month and a half out there, so. All right. Say bye, Grand Canyon.
Hey.
That's pretty cool. Hanging out here in the campground. Going right by our solitude. Just a tip if you are coming up to the Grand Canyon or staying at the campgrounds there, possibly pulling a camper, need diesel fuel. But if you're coming on I-40, once you turn off of I-40, it's pretty much a straight hour, 60 miles shot north to the Grand Canyon. And there's really only about 2 gas stations I saw on the whole way up here. Both are way overly priced, and there was no way I could have got my 5th wheel into the Texaco that I just went to. I was right on the verge of having enough gas to come back down this road to get to I-40, and right at I-40 there's a Love's truck stop, and that was my plan. But it would have been pushing it, it would have been real close, so while I still had the truck disconnected, I drove out of the park here, about 10 minutes down the road, there's a Texaco. Fuel is extremely expensive, so I just put in enough to get where I'm going, and that'll get me to the Love's truck stop. So just a hint on that, if you're towing, or, definitely check your mileage. Like I said, it's going to be basically a 2-hour round trip once you leave I-40 to get up here and back. So just keep that in mind with the fuel. Not so much of a big deal if you're driving gas. Keep that in mind. Definitely recommend fueling up before you start the trek off I-40 and start heading north to Grand Canyon. walking down to the office. We just pulled in last night, late night check-in, so we gotta go check in, get our information, find out the rules, get the maps, and just check everything out. But we do know there's a pool, 2 pools here with waterfalls, bowling alley, bar, restaurant. I think, you know, a small little casino area. We're just really impressed so far. So we'll get some good video for you guys, and we'll show you around the Nevada Treasure RV Resort here.